Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with you today to do a beautiful restorative stretching. Stretch out our muscles, do some static and dynamic movements. Nothing's too strenuous. Open up our body, open up our hips. Let everything fall into place where it needs to go. Are you guys ready? Let's get stretching. So we're going to start on our backs. And your feet are going to be hip distance apart. First, we're just going to have our palms facing down. Our upper body is relaxed. Our lower body is relaxed. We're going to press and release our palms into the floor. So now your upper body will start to feel activated as you're pressing and releasing. You can probably see my shoulders moving a little bit. This is good. Again, today is full of restoring the muscles that we've built down through previous workouts that we've done together. Just kind of brings you back to center for today. Keep pressing and releasing those palms to the floor. And our knuckles will be on our temples. We're driving our knuckles together, our elbows together and apart. Our lower body is relaxed. Again, this is not strenuous. This is going to be, let your body move where it wants to move. We're simply just restoring the muscles that we've put tons of work on. Whether you're working out or not, everybody could use a restorative stretching session. And last one right here. Palms are together, arms are locked out. We're driving our arms overhead, keeping them locked out. Don't let them bend a lot, okay? They're going to want to naturally bend. A little bend is fine, but we're trying to keep them locked out. We're driving them up and down. Relax that lower body. As we start to move our upper body, you can feel that lower body trying to clench on. It's ready to stretch and move too. Yes, our body talks to our body talks to itself. When one area is doing something, the other part of the body is saying, hey, either it wants it or it wants to help. Last one right here. Beautiful. Okay, we're bringing our feet slightly outside of our hips. Okay, I'm going to face you. So your feet back to neutral right here. So they're going to be slightly out. Okay, we're just lifting one and dropping it on the floor, alternating. We're activating our hip flexors. We're not lifting our leg up super high like it wants. This is harder. This is opening up your hip flexors. Our upper body is relaxed. Palms facing the ceiling to avoid any pressing on the floor to help that lower body. Make the lower body do the work. Keep going. You're completely relaxing each foot after it sets down. Doing a great job. We've got a couple more. You can feel your core flexing throughout this. That's a good thing. And you're bringing your feet out wide. You're dropping your knees side to side, squeezing your glutes. On each twist, your upper body is still relaxed. See how I'm squeezing and I'm really stretching into it. It's not a jerky motion. You're slowly easing into it, and you're slowly pushing your glutes and squeezing them tight to help open up those hips. Each turn, you should feel a nice stretch right here in your hip flexor and your quad. Beautiful job, everybody. Keep going. This is a nice way to loosen up your hips. Everybody has tight hips. Trust me. It is that your hips are the culprit of all evil that happens throughout your body. A couple more. And relax your body. I'm coming back on my side to show you. Your feet are back to neutral. Your knees are hip distance apart. You're pushing your lower back into the floor. You're squeezing your abs. and then pushing it away without lifting your hips. This is not a hip lift. This is simply moving your pelvis forward and backwards to realign that twist that we just did in our lower spine. We twist it, we break it down, and then we realign it how our bodies naturally are and how they naturally set. Beautiful job, everybody. Upper body is relaxed. Okay, we're straightening out that right leg. It is locked out. Our toes are flexed towards our shin. We're driving it up and down for 10 times. 9, 8. Keep it locked out. Keep that upper body relaxed. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Other side. See how my palms are facing the ceiling? It's to alleviate any pushing. There's a time and a place. Right now is not the time or the place. Palms are up, upper body is relaxed. Walking out that leg, driving it up for 10, 9, 2 more. Last one. Drop that leg on down. Beautiful. Okay, you're walking your feet towards your glutes just slightly. We're lifting those hips up and down. We're gently squeezing our glutes. This isn't a major exercise workout situation. We have a nice gentle squeeze in our glutes the entire time we're lifting and dropping. Our knees are stable. Our knees and feet are still hip distance apart. Make sure your toes are pointed forward. Beautiful job. Okay, and we're gonna relax the hips. Bring your feet back out wide. We're dropping into that twist again. You might feel a greater range. Your legs might be able to come down a little bit further than they were able to the last time that we did this. Lots of hip openers. Again, restorative stretching at its finest. Super important. You can do this before you work out. You can do this after you work out. You can do this in the middle of the day on your days off. You can do this at nighttime. You can literally do this video anytime to help your physical recovery. You know, it's not good to just sit in one spot and hope that we recover. We need that active, that dynamic stretching, that movement to keep our blood flowing and to prevent any stagnancy. Okay, last one. And we're going into those forward and backwards pelvic movements. Okay, we're pushing our lower back into the floor and away. You guys are doing a great job.
1957 Months TV.
Stop! No, I ain't done yet.
Beautiful. Last one right here. Okay, the bottoms of your feet are coming together. Alright, you're letting your knees hang open. This is a nice hip opener. You're going to squeeze and release your glutes. Now I feel this in my hip flexors. Why? Because I am tight. I feel this in my glutes. I'm tight. I worked hard this morning. If it's too much, ease up. If that's still too much, just sit here and bring your mind into where the uncomfort is, right? You don't want to go past slight discomfort. Slight discomfort's okay, but anything past that, you need to come out of that movement. Okay, keep squeezing and releasing. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Keeping your hips open. If it's too much, bring your feet back to a neutral position you've been. Otherwise, you're leaving it open, and you're bringing your elbows out wide. You're pressing your elbows into the floor. Press and release. Press and release. You guys are doing great. And you're bringing your hands out wide, palms facing the ceiling. Bringing your palms together and apart. Again, your feet and your knees are still hanging open. Your feet are still together. shoulders together, and you're pushing your palms out this time, okay? We're dropping our arms down. We're keeping them locked out as we drive them overhead. See, mine don't want to go. They don't want to touch the floor. Yours might. But my shoulders are tight probably from this morning. And as we move forward within this restorative stretching session, I'm sure that I will get to a point where my hands want to touch the floor naturally. Listen to your body. Don't push it. Let it go where it wants to go, while maintaining the structural position that we're supposed to maintain. Okay? You guys are doing a beautiful job. 2 more here. 1 more, last one. And relax your upper body. Bring your knees, use your hands to drive your knees back up. Bring your feet out wide. Your toes are pointed forward. Okay, very important. Look at your feet. Make sure your toes are pointed forward. You're driving your knees together and apart. It's okay. See how the outside of my foot comes off? That's okay. We're complementing and counterbalancing that hip opener that we just did by driving our knees together and getting a nice internal rotation of our hips, or of our legs. You feel really good when you bring that leg to center. I feel a little clicking on my right hip. Sometimes when I stretch it out really well, it likes to kind of click back into place. Nothing's wrong with it necessarily. It is just trying to adjust to go back into the position that it was meant to be in, right? Again, slight discomfort's fine. Anything past that, come out of the position and reassess, reset your body. You don't want to injure yourself by trying to push through it, especially in a restorative stretching session, okay? You guys are doing a beautiful job. Last one right here. Okay, bring your feet back to neutral. You're going to straighten out that right leg. We're doing windshield wipers with our feet, but your whole entire hip is rotating. I mean, your thigh, I'm sorry, your femur. We're rotating the entire thing, including our foot. Okay, I'm going to face you guys so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Your leg is level with this other knee, and you are rotating back and forth. That leg is locked out, those toes are flexed towards your shin. Keep going. Got about 10 more seconds here. With this same leg, I'm going to turn back to you guys. With this same leg that's rotating, you're driving it into your chest, straightening it out, and repeating for 10, 9, 8. Now, pay attention. Make sure your leg is going completely straight each time. Don't let that calf go out to the side. Use your muscles, last one right here, to keep that leg straight. Beautiful. You're straightening out your left leg. Pay attention, guys, because you're going to want to immediately go on the other side. We're not there yet. We're driving that knee into the chest. Okay? We're using our left hand. We're on our right leg right now. We're using our left hand, crossing that knee across our bodies, taking a nice gaze to your right fingertips. Now with your left hand, you're pushing that knee into the floor for maximum twist of the spine. And don't forget to breathe. And now you're going to take this leg and you're going to straighten that top leg out for an IT band stretch, okay? If you need to grab a band or a sock and put it around your foot for extra stability with your left arm, you can do that. But right now we've got this leg out, it's nice and straight, our toes are still flexed towards our shin, and you should feel a nice stretch on that entire outer leg, which would be considered your IT band. Another very, very, very tight muscle. I always tell people to stretch out their IT bands. If they come to me and say, hey, my knees feel weird. Hey, my ankle's doing something wonky. Stretch out your IT band. Stretch out your hips. Foam roll your hips. I will be doing a foam rolling session. Not today, but that will be in another video of mine. Okay, we're slowly coming out of this. Onto our backs. Knees are bent, feet are hip distance apart. We're going up and down with the hip thrust bridge. We're just gonna get a couple in to, again, our spine was twisted. We're getting a couple realignments vertically of our spine. Okay, keep that right knee bent. You're straightening out the left leg. We're going back into those femur windshield wipers, okay? Our toes are flexed towards our shin, our quad is tight. Our left leg is level with that right knee, okay? And we're twisted. Here's your do, baby. And a couple more. And now we are going in to the knee to chest, kicking out. For 10, 9, 8. Again, we're really focusing on keeping that leg straight. We got 5 more. Last one right here. And set that foot down. Straighten out your right leg. Drive that left knee into your chest. I'm going to turn around. We're still on that left knee. Right leg is straight. We're using our right hand to cross that left knee across our body. Really pushing that knee into the floor and taking a gaze towards our left hand and the fingertips. Okay? Notice if I'm taking a gaze towards my left hand and my knee and my left leg are on the other side of my body, we have a full, complete rotation of the spine. It's a beautiful thing. And we're holding it here. And now with that top left leg, we're straightening it out again, okay? We're straightening it, we're holding it, our toes are flexed towards our shin, and we're getting a nice IT band stretch. You should feel this completely, possibly from your lower back all the way down that left side of that leg. We're holding it here, we're breathing. And we're slowly bending that top left leg, coming back to a neutral position. We're going into those pelvic movements, forward and backwards. We're pushing our lower back into the floor and away from the floor without lifting your hips. How's everybody feeling? Probably nice and warmed up. All right, we're coming on to our hands and knees. Our hands are underneath our shoulders. Our knees are underneath our hips. Our arms are locked out. We're going to drop our belly. We're going to drop our neck. Let our neck hang. And we're going to lean forward. And you're holding it right here. Don't let your arms bend. Your belly's dropped. Your neck is released. Relaxed. Lean forward about an inch. Keep those arms locked out, and you're holding it here. Push it back. We're staying on our hands and knees. We're going into cats and dogs. We're arching our back, tucking our chin, and looking up towards the ceiling. squeezing those shoulder blades together. Nice, slow and steady movement. None of these movements should be a jerky movement. It should be slow and steady. And we're coming up to our knees. Interlace our fingers behind our back. Drop our shoulders back and down. Knees are right underneath our hips, nicely hip distance apart. We're driving our hands away and back. Couple more here. And you're focusing towards me. Knuckles are on our temples. We're driving our neck, elbows together and apart. And last one right here. We're bringing our hands behind our backs again. Again, we're driving them to and away from our glutes. Our shoulders are back and down. And release. Beautiful job, everybody. Come up to your feet. You're gonna bring your feet wide. Make sure your toes are pointed forward and your feet are equally level with each other, okay? You're hinging at the hips. Your hands are planted right in front of you. Your arms don't have to be locked out if they don't have to be. You're keeping them right here. Slowly, you're gonna keep your arms right here. Keep your everything planted. You're just gonna bend that knee. You're not leaning, you're not tipping. You're keeping your head center. And you're gonna slowly straighten out each leg. Now, slow and steady wins the race, everybody. Let that neck relax. And we're gonna stay on we're leaning into the left side. We're gonna stay here for just 10 seconds. Nice inner thigh stretch. And we're gonna lean that weight onto the other side. We're bending in the right knee now. Nice inner thigh stretch on the left leg. And we're gonna get back into that dynamic. We're gonna move. We're moving slow and steady. Beautiful. Okay, straighten out those legs. We're turning to the left. We're hinging and we're dropping that right back knee down. Okay? You should feel a nice hip flexor stretch right here. Our shoulders are back and down. Beautiful job, everybody. Feeling so good. Okay, we're bringing our arms up and down, pointing our thumbs towards the back of the room. Slow and steady. Two more. Last one, right here. Beautiful. Okay, we are going to push that back knee off the floor and keep it dipped down. We are holding it here for 10. And drop that back down. Our arms are nice and high in the air. We're leaning towards the left. Again, our left knee should be nice and bent. That back leg should be straight and planted on the floor. You should feel a nice stretch all along that right side. Our palm is facing the wall in front of you. Lean that left knee forward just a tad if you want a greater stretch. Woo! And we're slowly coming out of that. And we're coming back up to a standing wide position. We are going back into those knee bends. We're leaning side to side. You ready to stretch that left hip flexor? Mine's screaming at me right now. Okay, so we're gonna hinge, we're twisting to the right. Our right knee should be in front of us. That back left knee should be the one that's planted down. Okay, our chest is up, our shoulders are back. This time, we're pointing our thumbs to the back of the room. Nice and slow. Ooh, beautiful. Last one right here. Okay, drop those hands down. We're using that back foot to push that back leg up, but drop that back left knee down. We're staying here for 10. Shoulders are up and down. And we're gonna drop that back knee back down. We're taking that left arm, our palm is pointed towards the front of the room, and we're leaning to the right. Might be leaning a little bit forward in that knee. You should feel a nice stretch on this side, left side. And your quad and hip flexor as well. Try and keep your chest to the front of the room. Beautiful job, everybody. Slowly coming out of that. We're going to come back up to that spread foot position. And right now we're just going to hang down. You should have quite a bit more range after we just did that. Relax your head and neck. Your toes are pointing forward. Make sure. And grab each leg and you're going to pull yourself down even further. So nice hamstring stretch right now. Stay in this position. You're going to reach back, interlace those fingers together. Lock out those arms and really drive those arms up and towards the floor. Let that neck, head, shoulders, everything should be relaxed right here. Towards the left, just a little bit, and then lean towards the right, and come back to center. And we're going to slowly bring our arms down, back in front of us, pushing back up, slowly coming up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Our feet are underneath our hips. Beautiful job today, everybody. Our knuckles are on our temples. Our feet are stacked underneath our hips. We're driving them together and apart. And last one right here. Beautiful. Okay. We're driving our arms behind our back. We're just going to hold it here, and we're lifting each knee up. And last one right here. Beautiful job, everybody, today. I love you all so much. I hope this stretching session, restorative stretching, moving with grace, really helped your body like it did mine. Like I said, you can do this video anytime. Have a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. The sun is shining. I will see you all next time.